and you break your mama's back.
Oh my God! Honey, stop playing. For the love of God, stop playing!
Step on a line and you break your father's spine.
Oh my spine!
Paternity fraud is something that a lot of men face and isn't really talked about too much, you know. And me being a victim of paternity fraud at one point, and these story was coming from DNA Diagnostics Center. They actually do work for the court system. Me being a victim of paternity fraud on a Father's Day, what a better day to talk about it. But before I talk about it, I got to get my situation right. You know, I like my cigars, and it's a brand that I like to smoke called My Father. You know, it's a good brand. Nice exquisite box. It was a gift years ago. Smoke one every Father's Day. Coming to the end. Got my dad cup on deck. You know, I keep me a good old dad cup. But yeah, paternity fraud is something that a lot of men face but aren't really, isn't spoke about too much. And this is something that it's only right. It says 30%. 30% of DNA paternity tests nationwide turn out negative. You know how many father that is in a country of, what do we got, 330 million in America? Turn out negative, right? And one of the popular cases was Neo. Neo was a victim of paternity fraud. He ended up selling out of court. Gave the girl a substantial amount of money, and they disappeared. Another case right here gets even more interesting. In 2010, this guy here, fell for the brother. He went to years and years and years of going back and forth to court for a child that was not his. Now, but the problem here was he didn't show up to court. So when he showed up to court, things took place later on in life, and it just didn't work in his favor. The child knew he wasn't the father. She grew older, and the case might have ended when she was, I think, 22 years old. And she made a comment about her mother not telling her the truth. You know? Oh. But the net of it was this. The net of it was he had to still pay the money. And the money, if I'm correct, it was over $70,000 in cost. Yeah, look at this. Over 70 grand in cost he had to pay out for a child that was not his. Then I had to take a drink. All right. Great. Got to take care of your business, like I always say. The daughter made a statement to the mother about this situation. She said, my mother, they called her as AB as abbreviation. My mother, here we go right here. You see this? Lied to me all my life saying Harry was my father. I know now that he is not. And I still do not know who my father is. I am 22 years old. I feel it's very unfair and wrong that my mother is trying to make Harry responsible for my support. So the child didn't even support what the mother was doing. He is not my father, never assumed responsibility. That's another case. I'm not going to go one more. This one is a hell of a case. The New York Times did an article on it. It's back in 2005. So the thing with this case was his wife had gotten pregnant by another guy. Right? So, but he loved the child as he grew up. Of course, we all grow to, these children are lovable children. So we tend to fall in love with them. I'm going to take care of them. Little girl. And he paid his child support and nurtured the girl. But he divorced the mother. He still paid child support. But the thing was, the mother went on to marry the father of the child. He still had to pay child support.
Wow.
Let me tell you something. This is something that's not really talked about too much because it's not something that men really are proud to speak about. It can be embarrassing. It can make them feel less than, in a sense. And as men, we know we must give our life for our family. We go out, we hunt, we bring back the spoils for the family. If this causes harm, then we deal with it. We take on the dangerous jobs, the tiring jobs that beat us up, beat our bodies up. And some men become incarcerated. I don't condone it, and even lost their lives for the sake of their children. We put our life on the line. Men go out and get careers, and their words most of the time is when they come stable in life, I want to get me a wife with some children and chill out. Reproduction is down, marriage is down, and times have changed. The thoughts of many men because of the judicial system, and we know most times we lose. Understand a man, not speaking about the bums you might, choose to reproduce. When I'm talking about the producers, the builders, knows he must go out and produce, and come home and give it all away to the family, for the most part. Those productive men, we go out and we just give it all away, to the family to make sure our family is good. And although Father's Day is towards the bottom of celebrated holidays in the USA, we still perform the hurt it may cause. And this is just a couple of violent cases that I came across where it didn't play in the favor of no one. Man killed his wife on paternity results. Man even killed the children. I won't continue on to dwell into that too much, but it doesn't play in the favor these lies that are told a lot of times, These lies can be very heart-wrenching. They can cause depression, can cause men to delete themselves. We weren't able to tell our side of the story for so many years. But what was your father's side of the story? Because of social media, we can share these thoughts and pains and experiences and hope to connect with people that going through similar things. And it makes us feel better. We know that somebody else is going through it also, It is Father's Day. Hopefully some of you guys will see this on Father's Day. If you don't, then every day should be like a Father's Day if he's played his part in your life. On this Father's Day, I'd like to say Happy Father's Day to all those great fathers out there, and to those children who haven't been able to connect with their father. Ask him what's his side of the story, and then take it from there. Until then, you have a blessed one.